It has been a while. It's been a long time.
Yep.
When was the last time we recorded together?
4 weeks.
A whole month. I know I've been lacking, but school's been busy and stuff like that, so it's hard to get these out now. But today, me and Joey are making our return with an episode about conspiracy theories. So I'm going to start off with probably the more interesting one, the Disney Frozen theory. So basically, we'll start off with the original conspiracy theory. So the original conspiracy theory is based around Walt Disney, the creator and founder of Disney, right?
Yep.
So the conspiracy theory is when he died, or supposedly when he died, they took his head and they froze it in like a chromatic like state, and that's how Disney still gets his ideas from his head that's still frozen, and that Walter Disney is still alive.
I do not believe that at all.
So now here's the thing.
That's
Now,
ridiculous.
I don't know too much of what that is, like what to back that up. But there's been episodes of I think like Family Guy or American Dad. I remember watching one of those types of shows where they made like a skit based around that. Now here's the second part of the theory, and the reason why I don't believe it's true, but it's a little suspect. So basically, Disney, obviously we know the movie Frozen, right? The Elsa or whatever, Let It Go. The reason they created that movie is so that people could you couldn't look up the Walter Disney Frozen theory. Because think about it. If you look up Disney Frozen or Walt Disney Frozen, what comes up?
Well,
the movie.
Was the movie made before or after?
After he died. He died a long time ago.
Oh, really?
So think about it. Before the movie came out, if you look up Walt Disney Frozen or Walter Disney Frozen, the theory would come up. If you look up Walter Disney Frozen now, it's only the movie.
When did he die?
Joey, I have no idea. Years ago.
Oh.
But think about it. You can't look it up now.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. That just doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, okay. The thing is, the original one doesn't make any sense, but the cover up does.
Oh, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of the guy that died a couple years back. The guy that created Marvel or something.
Oh, Stan Lee.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
No, but no, I think.
You think you believe that?
I don't believe it, but it is kind of interesting because it's like if it is true, they cover their tracks. It's very difficult now to find information on that because
I know, but
Disney Frozen, the movie comes up.
They made that movie way after his death.
That is true. Again, these are conspiracy theories.
And if you think about it, bro, they cut off his head, froze it up. It makes no sense.
Maybe it's not as just his head. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, move on to the next one. The next one has to do with UFO sightings, right? So it feels as if recently there have been more and more UFO sightings than ever before, right? So the theory is that UFOs aren't aliens. They're people from the future, right? And the reason we're seeing them more now is because they're going back in time to see what doomsday event led to our death, and that's why we're seeing them more and more because we're coming up closer to that event.
Okay. I kind of believe, not fully, but I kind of believe UFO sightings. I don't believe the future thing. I kind of believe just UFOs in general, but I don't believe that future.
What are you talking about believing UFOs in general?
I don't know. I just feel like
they're real. It's a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. If there's a plane that we don't know, or it's not that we aren't aware of, it's considered a UFO, an unidentified flying object.
Oh, I was thinking of
You're thinking of the frisbee looking thing. Yeah, that is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, so when I talk about that, like the alien type ones, I kind of believe that, but not the future one.
So you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. There's so many more planets that we haven't discovered, and who knows?
I don't know. It's hard because the universe is so vast. It's literally infinite. It's constantly expanding. And the fact that, in my opinion, I don't know if there's aliens that we see in the movies per se, but I definitely think there's some sort of bacteria or some sort of microorganism or plants or whatever, some sort of life the further you go out.
Yeah, that's what.
There has to be something. Infinite possibilities. If the universe is infinitely expanding and there's infinite galaxies and universes or whatever, then there's got to be something. If we're the only ones around, because I don't even obviously we go into religious belief, like whatever, we could be the only ones, but even then, there's still probably some sort of plant life or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't believe in like the green guys; those are type of aliens. But I think like an animal type, like a creature, a living thing. That's what I believe in, like on other planets.
What would you do if like ET? Like what would you do if like we had a little alien and the government was trying to get him?
Wait, who's ET again?
You don't know ET? Oh my god!
Is he from Star Wars?
There's no way you just asked ET. Listen, I know I'm older than you. I know, but come on, you don't know who ET is?
I probably know who he is, but I just don't.
He had like the ET, like his finger glows from the movie. There's a scene where he's in like
What's the movie called?
ET. There's a scene with like the kid on the bike with him, and they're riding on the bike, and like it floats over the like around the moon.
Let me check.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't know who ET is. Holy crap. That's crazy that you don't know who ET is.
Just look up ET.
Just look up ET. It's literally like he's one of the most famous like fictional characters.
Oh, I know of him.
I
Like,
used to be scared of him when I was young.
yeah, he's really creepy.
He's a little creepy.
And if I saw him in public, I'd start probably running.
No, but like, what if I'm like Joey? Like, listen, all right, you can't say anything.
Like he's in that closet.
But I bust down the door and like, Joey, we have a little alien. Would you tell any of your friends, even if I told you not to?
No, that's too big of a secret.
Okay, all right. Would you? Okay, how about this? If you knew,
I would tell Dominic. Actually, no, I wouldn't. He would be scared.
I'd probably tell. I don't really know.
No, I would tell Dominic. I wouldn't tell mom and dad.
You wouldn't tell mom and dad?
No.
I feel like
He
dad
only
would
gets to kick him out.
I feel like dad would try to kill us.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
That's what
Dad
you
would try to kill us.
But all right, we'll move on to the next conspiracy.
It'd be like a little 11.
Well, I was gonna say it'd be like us hiding 11, but except it's like a alien. But anyways,
I mean, it was kind of an alien.
the other conspiracy theory is the moon landing. Now I know you saw this before.
Yeah.
Now the thing is with the moon landing is there's a lot of information to back it up because it just feels like if you look at the footage, if you look at the time period, it feels almost impossible that we could have landed someone on the moon. However, that's another point. Like the technology point goes back and forth. Like there's the belief that, because the reason why we got into the whole moon landing, the reason why that is the whole thing is because it was the United States and the Soviet Union. We were in basically racing. It was racing so we could get to the moon first, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a battle between not really showing off. Like we're basically showing off who's better. Like Soviet Union, United States, like who's better, capitalism, communism, whatever, right? And the whole notion is like we filmed the landing of the moon to say we won the race, right? Even though we theoretically couldn't because whatever, we couldn't fly it then. But so people are saying like we didn't have the technology to do it. At the same time, we also didn't have the technology to film it. I think green screens weren't invented until later on.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about it. Like I don't know when the moon landing was. I forgot what year, but like bro, we built something, had it fly miles into the sky.
Miles, more like.
Like literally lands it on the moon. Lands it basically. It's not a planet, but like lands it on another like.
Neil Armstrong's just standing on the moon.
Like we landed it on something. People came out, walked around, whatever, right? Not only that, we got them back on and landed them back on Earth.
Wait, when did Neil Armstrong die?
I don't know.
All right, is he dead?
Probably. He is.
How long ago was the moon landing? In 1900s?
I mean, you have your phone, look it up. It was.
Because imagine they killed him so they want to reveal.
Wait, is Neil Armstrong dead? I don't know.
Let me see. When did.
We just look at when we did the moon landing. Personally, I believe we landed the moon. Because I am pro USA, baby. We know how to do it, when to do it.
All right, he died August 25th. August 25th, 2012. He died. When did?
So I want to say the moon.
1969.
Yes.
No way we could have been able to do that. All right, we did that 1969 with barely any technology.
Okay, let's not say barely.
Okay, I know, but we have way more now today.
Yes.
And why haven't we gone back?
Because there's nothing up there. It's a husk of rocks. Well, that's a whole other theory. Is like
you don't understand. Imagine all those scientists that want to go observe everything.
Well, you know what's interesting? So NASA, I guess, originally wasn't for space exploration; it was for ocean exploration. So there's a theory that NASA was exploring the ocean, saw something down there, and decided We gotta go to space. Let's explore space. Like, oh, we saw something in the ocean that's so scary that now NASA went from exploring the ocean to, oh, now we gotta find a way out of it.
That's the cool thing about it.
That's not cool to think about. I don't want Cthulhu coming out of the ocean.
But like, I've always wondered what's at the bottom of the ocean. All those creatures.
Sand. It's sand. The reason why we haven't explored most of the ocean is because it's just water. There's nothing there. And like,
There's gotta be something.
Yeah, it's probably there's a lot of sand and fish. Think the megalodon's real?
Yeah. I don't think it's alive anymore, but
it was real.
Yeah.
What about like the Loch Ness monster? What about any of those animals like Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, all that?
Bigfoot. I feel like there's a creature related to Bigfoot. Like, it's not
sort of monkey-esque animal.
Yeah, like a super big animal that walks like a human, but it's not. But it's like a monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, wait. I had one in my head.
I used to be obsessed with the Loch Ness monster when I was younger.
Which one's that?
That's like I think it's in Ireland. It's the or Scotland, something like that. It's like it looks like a dinosaur. It's kind of like a dinosaur fish. Has a long neck.
I came up with this one. I believe it, but it might be stupid. But you never know. You think dinosaurs are real?
You know, it's funny you say that. There is actually a conspiracy theory that dinosaurs weren't real, and I forgot why.
That's crazy to think
I think
about.
it had to do with a couple things. One, it was a way to. I think it was like a way to give the government more money in order to create museums or something like that, or keep museums alive, something like that. And then I think another way, I think another reason the theory came about was whether or not I could discredit like Catholicism or Christianity and like, oh, like doesn't say there's dinosaurs in the Bible. Like, I don't know, but dinosaurs. I mean, I love dinosaurs. We are close. I am learning in my class. We are so close to actually making dinosaurs. The Jurassic Park movies are actually based on like real things.
What?
I'm being so serious.
So Jurassic Park, some of the dinosaurs are real.
No. Okay. Here's what I mean. No. We have no dinosaurs. There are no dinosaurs. But the whole notion of Jurassic Park is built off the idea that we were able to get dinosaur DNA from like amber, from mosquitoes that were like frozen in amber or whatever, right? And using that DNA, we were able to genetically modify creatures into looking like dinosaurs, so creating dinosaurs, right? And thing is, we like have done that. We genetically modify animals all the time. We genetically modify everything. For example, strawberries, right? To make sure that strawberries withstand cold temperatures, we infuse them with fish DNA.
Right.
And that's why some people with like fish allergies can't eat strawberries. Another thing too, cows, chickens. If you looked at a picture of a chicken from like 1960 versus now, completely different. Chickens are significantly bigger now than they ever were.
I have a question. It's not it's not a conspiracy theory. It's just a question. What came first, the egg or the chicken?
Oh my gosh. I mean, okay, like.
I feel like the egg. I feel like someone created something.
Okay, but who laid the egg?
Someone created it. They put DNA in it.
How do you know
they didn't
create the chicken first and the chicken laid the eggs to create more chickens?
That's like
stupid question.
Ooh. Do you think there's more wheels or doors?
Oh my gosh. I think it's wheels.
Yeah, me too. Oh.
Okay, so first off.
Actually, no, wheels.
If we think of cars, right? Ooh. Cars, 4 doors, 4 wheels.
I'm going doors.
Well, no. But then there are cars that are 2-door, right? So 4 wheels to 2 doors. Then there are motorcycles, no doors, 2 wheels. Then there are trucks with like a ton of wheels and only what? 2 doors?
Hotels.
Okay, but think about it. In that hotel, there are a bunch of things that have wheels on it. For example, wheelie chairs, right? When they have the food in like the thing and they like bring it out, that has wheels on it. In cabinets to turn them, like, because that's the thing. If we're
cabinet called? Do you think a cabinet's to the door?
See, that's where the discussion like goes crazy, because it's like, is a gear considered a wheel? Is a cabinet considered a door? I think once you get into that territory, it becomes impossible to answer, because then it's like, what's considered a wheel? Because theoretically, a wheel could be anything, right? Yeah. If you attach like circular cylinders to like an object and you move it, it could technically be considered a wheel. But if I put like a block, like if I get a cardboard, like a flat piece of cardboard I put in front of me, I can pretend it's a door. Or like, think about a homeless person that lives in a box. Technically, that's their door, right?
Oh, I just saw one the other day. It was like pieces of grass or
Hair.
Oh no! Wait. Oh, it might have been. Wait. Yeah, I think it was
It is pieces of grass. Oh, actually, I don't
pieces
know.
of grass versus pieces of hair. That's
No,
what-
it is definitely grass. It's definitely grass.
All right. So no, it definitely wasn't.
I don't think it was hair because I think that would be one.
It might have been sand.
Oh, I think that's what it was. Sand.
Yeah,
or-
sand.
Okay, well then, I think it's sand because think about it, right? There's more water on land.
Oh yeah.
There's more water on like the surface of the earth than there is land. If grass only grows on land and sand is just what we consider the floor of the water, then there's theoretically more sand
Yeah.
covering the earth than grass.
I think sand.
Not to mention some of the grass, like for example, if you get rid of grass and just make like a stone like landscape or whatever, that's land without grass. So not all land contains grass, but all ocean floor I guess has sand, right? And then you have to think like pieces of sand versus things of grass. One like strand of grass is significantly bigger. Like you could probably fit like 100 or so, like maybe not
Yeah.
100, but like you could fit a lot more grains of sand on one like thin.
I think maybe like 1,000. You don't understand how small those things are.
Well, yeah, I don't know the exact number, but anyways, we were talking about conspiracy theories.
All right, it's at like 20-minute mark. How long
Is it really?
It's like 7:18. Want to do one more?
What?
I have one in my head.
You have one, go for it.
I don't believe it, but some people probably do. Do you think any sport has been?
100% sports are rigged. 100.
You think sports are scripted?
Oh, okay. Maybe not scripted as in like we have the whole season laid out. We know what's going to happen. This is going to happen in this game. It's going to happen in this game. No. However, I believe with money comes power, and with power comes influence. And you're telling me there is zero chance that any sort of game in our lifetime that we've ever watched has been scripted or not scripted, but influenced in some sort of way. For example, there are literally refs. I forgot what ref it is, but there's a ref. His nickname is the extender in the NBA. Because teams, when down in a game or down in a series, when he plays, are like, I think like 20-2 or something like that. Like they have an insane record. I could be getting the numbers wrong. But they have a winning record when he's the ref. And I remember because I'm a Knicks fan, and the Knicks were playing the Cavs in the playoffs this recent year. I remember, I forgot his name, but Christian told me, he's like, oh, don't worry, the Knicks are going to win today. Because they were down like 2-1 or something like that. And I'm like, why? He's like, because the extender's the ref. And they won. Because that he was there. Because that's the thing. I believe that professional sports leagues, if they want a certain outcome to happen, they will relay it to the officiators, hey, lean towards this team or lean towards that team. You're telling me, because first off, we know that in boxing was a heavily rigged sport. Within like heavily rigged in the past. Still could be, right? For example, you're telling me if an umpire was told by the MLB, we'll give you $2 million to lean towards one of these teams' favors. You're telling me they're not going to do it?
Would you do it? I would.
I mean, it depends. Like
$2 million at the top.
Oh yeah, I would, as long as because the thing is, theoretically, you can't, like, if I'm an umpire and like let's say I'm calling like more strikes, or I'm calling a better game for one team than the other, then you could just argue I'm a bad ump. I'm like, oh, I just screwed the team over.
I have one
What?
that we both strongly agree.
What?
The Astros cheating.
What do you mean? Is it real?
Yeah.
It is real. It's proven. It's a fact. They
Yeah.
cheated. That is a fact.
Oh, okay. Not the Astros. Altuve when he hit the home run.
Okay. The reason why I believe he's cheating is because you're going up against. Now, this is a baseball thing. For those of you who don't know, between the periods of 2017 and 2019, it was believed that the Houston Astros, Boston Red Sox, basically anyone associated with Alex Cora within that time period, and AJ Hinch, were cheating, figuring out what pitches were coming at them, whatever, right? In 2019, a guy named Jose Altuve hit a walk-off home run against Aroldis Chapman, in which some believed he wore some sort of buzzer or something to allude to where he knew it was coming. Now, here's the thing. He's facing Aroldis Chapman, a guy who throws 100, but he's stepping up in the box, which means he's expecting some form of off-speed.
Yeah.
Against Aroldis Chapman, like, I do not think, because you're going to get beat by the fastball easily. If you're up in the box when against Chapman, you're done. Over. Right?
And they said, oh, don't take off my shirt.
That's the biggest thing. After he hit the home run, now mind you, he hit this home run to send his team to the World Series.
Walk-off.
So a walk-off. Game 6, World Series champion. Oh, not World Series champion. To send him to the World Series. one of the greatest moments in a person's career. And I remember Gary Sanchez says, "You can take off my pants. I don't care." He's running to home. He's jogging to home plate, and the first and only thing he says to his team is, "Don't take my jersey off. Don't take my jersey off." And I'm sitting there, and I remember everyone was saying it too. Like, that's the first thing that comes to your mind, because he said, supposedly, "Oh, my wife." He's like, "My wife doesn't like my tattoo." I'm like, what?
And it's been proven that he doesn't have a tattoo. I'm pretty sure I saw something.
I saw something that like he could have had or he might not have had or whatever. He says his wife hated the tattoo. Whether he had a tattoo or not, he has a tattoo right here. I think it's of his daughter's name or something like that. I'm like, all right, like come on, like seriously, like I don't know. To me, just don't take my jersey. Because the thing is, they were never found guilty of cheating in 2019. They were never found guilty of having buzzers or anything like that. But the MLB said there is not enough evidence to suggest that they cheated 100%. It's not they were found innocent, is there was just not enough evidence.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why we found out that they were cheating 100% in 2017 was because Mike Fiers, who was on the team, outed them. That's one. And two, the MLB said to the players, "We'll give you full immunization or whatever. You're immune to any punishment if you tell us what happened." So obviously they spilled the beans and said what happened.
Really?
Yep. But I mean, I definitely think in sports, I'm not saying there's a script. Like the NFL is hopping off the joke. They have the commercials where like, "Oh, okay, this week you're gonna do this or whatever." I don't think there's a script. However, I think the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, the NBA, and any professional sports league know, hey, we want a certain out in soccer too. Soccer is probably one of the most rigged sports out there. You got countries going against each other. Come on now. Anyways, if they want an outcome to happen, they will do whatever they can to make sure that outcome happens. Like, listen, I'm just saying, Argentina in the last World Cup broke the record for most penalty kicks before the semifinals, something like that, right? Broke the record. You're the what's it called? Not the CEO, like I think it's the CEO, whatever, like the founder or whatever, the owner of FIFA or whatever. Then he said it would be a shame if Lionel Messi did not win a World Cup, and he wore an Argentina jersey. Like,
that's ridiculous.
Imagine in any other league. Imagine the NFL. Roger Goodell wore a Tom Brady jersey and said it'd be a shame if Tom Brady didn't win a Super Bowl in his last year, and he won last year with the most flags given to his team, or most flags against the teams he was facing up until like the semifinals or the NFC, AFC Championship, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that it was rigged or it was cheated. I'm just saying there are plenty of examples in sports where you can point out where maybe, some officiating was weird, or, I think you can argue that a lot of sports not necessarily are rigged, but listen, if an
money talks.
Money talks. I mean, it's not just money talks, but like, for example, if the MLB knows, the NHL knows, the NBA knows, all these professional leagues know that certain teams playing certain teams and players moving on in certain like areas in like the playoffs can produce more money, right? They know that. Like, for example, Super Bowl matchup, right? Like, what Super Bowl would you rather watch? I mean, the Super Bowl is a little bit different because so many people in America watch it as it is. But what Super Bowl would you rather watch? Chiefs versus 49ers, or
Chiefs versus Giants?
No, like Chiefs versus 49ers, or the Detroit Lions versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Actually, I don't know. I think I might want to watch that. But I mean, the whole point is, if there's an outcome that is less desirable and an outcome that's more desirable, I believe that an organization has the power to influence the other option.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is our conspiracy theory episode. It ran a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be.
You were going crazy at the end.
Oh, because listen, it's interesting stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes that we'll probably never know about. I mean, a lot of conspiracy theories were considered conspiracies until they were proven.
I have some but I can't say them.
Okay, well, don't say them then. But, like, for example, in Stranger Things, you know how, like, 11 got her powers, like, her mom went through those experiences or whatever? It's called MK Ultra. Like, basically, it was the United States testing, like, drugs and hallucinations or whatever to make it to see if they can mind control people. For a while, that was considered conspiracy theory, but it was real. Like, the United States actually made those experiments. But it was considered a conspiracy until it actually was proven true. So there's so many conspiracy, like, for example, the moon landing right now, we consider it a conspiracy theory. Who knows? Maybe the next 15, 20 years we find out, actually, no, we faked the moon landing.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see. Let's see. What's next week? Next week is
Halloween, the day after Halloween.
I was gonna say I don't know if we do another Halloween episode for next week because it would be November 1st. I think that's next Wednesday.
Wait, we did a Halloween episode.
Well, no, because this month I want to do like a lot of more like spooky Halloween-esque episodes, but because of like scheduling and school and stuff like that, the conspiracy theory episode is like really the only like spooky episode we've done.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a Halloween episode. Who knows?
Yeah, we gotta.
We could-
It's gonna be the day after Halloween.
Yeah. Maybe we could review our Halloween. But anyways,
We
alright.
can't. Why would we? Because we're releasing it on Wednesday.
Well, it releases on Wednesday.
and
But if we-
Halloween's on Tuesday.
Oh wait, you're right. It's true. But like as a college student, you do Halloween weekend. Like I'm sure you're not gonna go out Tuesday night, but you might do
Yeah.
something for Halloween Friday and Saturday. But anyways, thanks for watching another episode of Kunya Kai. I'm your host Anthony.
And I'm Joey.
Remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on all our socials. Peace up, A down. That was you should go do.
Peace out. J Town.
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that.
J Town, look at it.